What if the strongest man in your village failed, and the weakest woman built a road to heaven, one stone at a time? Long ago, in a peaceful Chinese village, there stood a towering mountain called Heaven Peak. It touched the clouds, and the villagers believed that if they built a temple on its summit, their prayers would rise straight to the sky. But there was a problem. The climb was steep. The path was dangerous. So the village elders announced, "Whoever builds a staircase to the top will bring honor to themselves and to us all." The village buzzed with excitement. A young man named Wei stepped forward. He was strong. His arms were powerful, his voice full of confidence. "I will build it faster than anyone," he boasted. The villagers applauded, certain he would succeed. Then another figure stepped out of the crowd, an old widow named Grandmother Lynn. Her back was bent, her hands trembled with age. The villagers laughed. "You can barely draw water from the well. How will you climb the mountain?" Lynn only smiled and said softly, "I will carry one stone a day." The work began. Wei carried massive stones up the mountain. He moved fast, he moved strong. Each day he shouted proudly as the villagers cheered his strength. Lynn carried only a small stone. She tied it in cloth, step by step, slowly climbing the path. She placed it carefully and walked back down. At first, Wei's staircase rose quickly, while Lynn's progress seemed invisible. Weeks passed. Wei grew tired. Some days he slept in. Other days he said, "I'll do double tomorrow." Soon his stones lay untouched at the foot of the mountain. But Lynn never stopped. Through summer heat, autumn winds, winter snow, spring rain, every single day she climbed, whispering, "Just one more stone today." Days became months, months became years. And one morning a bell rang from the very top of Heaven Peak. The villagers looked up and gasped. A complete staircase now reached the temple in the clouds. It was Lynn's work, the woman they doubted, the woman they laughed at. The villagers bowed before her. "You were not the strongest," they said. "You were not the fastest, but your consistency built a road to heaven." Wei stood silently in the crowd. In that moment, he understood a hard truth. Talent without consistency is like thunder without rain, loud but useless. From that day on, the staircase was called the Path of Patience. Travelers from distant lands came to walk it, inspired by the old woman who built greatness, one stone at a time. So remember this. Success does not belong to those who work in short bursts of greatness. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. Even the smallest effort, repeated daily, becomes a mountain of success. Carry your stone today. Carry another tomorrow. And one day you will stand on your own peak.